And what's up, everybody? It's Wes and Andy. We're back with Tuesday Night Random Fandom for the week of August 22nd.
Yes.
Episode number
29.
29 for Random Fandom. Exciting night tonight. Ahsoka is about to drop in a couple of hours.
3 short hours.
Which is exactly what we're going to be doing when this is over.
Yes.
No, we will not be doing a live streaming watch party, although I would like to try that at some point in our future.
In 3 short hours, Disney Plus is about to crash.
You think so?
Maybe.
Oh, man. I don't know. Of all of the streaming services, actually, I shouldn't say of all of them, Disney Plus, at least here in Canada, very stable.
Yes.
It is a very, very stable platform. If anything, Crave, the Canadian one. My God, has that thing got stability issues? It is the longest to load of any of the apps that we have on every device that we have it on. So there you go.
Neat.
Didn't come here to talk about streaming devices, though, did we?
Well, they're part of the fandom. They're how we get our content.
So a lot of it, yeah. Freakishly cold here in the studio tonight. The air conditioning working overtime, and man, I just last minute I gotta go put a sweater on. So I hope wherever you are comfortable.
Well, got our first comment coming in.
Yeah, Steve over on YouTube says good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
and late afternoon, early evening to you as well, Steve. Thanks for hanging out. What are we going to do tonight, guys? I think we're going to go, I guess maybe we'll do the usual stuff.
We got a lot tonight, so.
Oh, do we? Oh, I'm excited about that. Well, then maybe we should get right to it. But before we do that, as is the Random Fandom Tuesday tradition, we should probably start with another round of
Random Fandom Trivia
and stuff.
I would say so.
What do we got tonight?
Question for you.
Oh, well, okay. Just me or me and the audience?
You and the audience.
All right, audience. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get warmed up, everybody.
What was the first item ever sold on eBay?
Ooh, Evil Bay question. First item ever sold on Evil Bay. Somebody's soul, I'm going to guess.
You would think so, but no.
Let's see. Now, I am not really familiar with the history and the origins of eBay. In fact, I only started using it, in the 2000s.
Fair enough.
In the 2000s. So I was not an early adopter. Yeah. In fact, it's been quite a while since I've made my last eBay purchase, and I've never made an eBay sale, so I have no idea how any of that works.
Fair enough.
What was the first item ever sold on eBay? It's going to be, is it going to be something silly?
It might seem silly, but it's really,
you know how like there's the story of the guy that traded the novelty paperclip and he kept trading until he got like a house or something.
Yeah.
I've heard silly like that.
No, it's not.
Okay. All right, so I'm not sure.
Steve is guessing shoes.
Pair of shoes.
It would be a good guess, but
clown shoes.
No, it was not shoes.
Clown shoes?
That would be even better. I wouldn't want to buy clown shoes.
Go with the novelty paperclip guy.
They squeak.
All right, I don't know. What do you think? What do you got?
Well, the first thing that was ever sold on eBay,
the very first item, drum roll, here we go,
was a broken laser pointer listed by the company's founder in 1995.
Not even a laser pointer, a broken laser pointer.
Yep.
Sold by the what?
Sold by the founder.
The founder.
Yeah, in 1995, founder Pierre Omidyar had listed a broken laser pointer on sale on the site, which was then known as Auction Web. He had created over that year's Labor Day weekend. And to his surprise, somebody came forward and bought the laser pointer for $14.83.
The broken, and then realized it was broken and said, "Hey, I want my money back."
No, actually.
No, they didn't.
No, the buyer, who has just recently been identified as Mark Fraser, actually bought it because he was looking for a broken one to repair.
Oh, wow.
So he was looking to get into a laser pointer, but at the time they weren't like available at the dollar store. So this was his most viable option because he figured he could buy it cheap and repair it.
So I wonder, so Mark Fraser, the guy who bought it, it almost goes like hand in hand. Like, did he start a YouTube channel on how to?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Like right on the leading edge of that, all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So there you go.
And that's an actual photo of him
That
with
is a photo of him with the actual laser.
the
pointer
actual
there.
laser pointer. Wow.
I couldn't find like a graphic version, so I just grabbed the generic one.
That's cool. And I had no idea. No idea. A laser pointer. Wow. Evil Day. It's come a long way.
It has.
All right, I guess it's time to get into the meat and potatoes of tonight. Don't forget, everybody, Random Fandom is 100% audience participation. We're taking your comments and your questions live here on whatever platform that you are watching from. If you are so bold and emblazoned and you've got a phone nearby and you want to have your say directly with one of us, you can hit us up in the WhatsApp. The link is in the description of this live stream, as well as in our social media. You can find it on Facebook and in the banner of our YouTube channel.
Close to the banner. It's
close. Sorry. Now that YouTube has changed the number of icons, that you don't even get icons anymore.
You get a list.
It is there. It's in our additional links.
Yep.
Additional links. Yeah. And don't wait. Don't wait for us to prompt you, because
just call in.
We'll just do our thing until somebody interrupts us with a phone call, or not.
So we got our first look this week at the new MonsterVerse series from Apple TV, Monarch, Legacy of the Monsters.
I am a fan.
I am a fan as well. I like the Godzilla and King Kong.
These latest new modern iterations of both King Kong and Godzilla, I've enjoyed. In fact, I think you and I had some banter over the Kong versus Godzilla and who was going to win.
Yes.
And I don't know if you recall, but I said there's a reason why he's called King of Monsters.
Yeah.
And I still stand by that.
Well, he took 2 out of 3 in the Kong versus Godzilla.
2 out of 3. That's a win in any book.
That's a win in any book. Yeah. We're going to get round 2 coming up next year, I believe.
Now, this is a prequel series.
It is. I don't want to call it a prequel because it's only half prequel. Apparently, it's going to be starring Kurt Russell, Wyatt Russell, and Anna Sawai. And the thing is, Wyatt Russell is going to be playing the young version.
That's amazing, by
Kurt
the way.
Russell's character.
They should be doing more of these things.
Of course, they should. This is brilliant.
Kim, my wife, has said many times about, and I agree with her, how much he
looks like
very much looks like his father.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
it's about time.
Yeah. They're basing it on the franchise, as we said, and apparently this series will span 3 generations.
Nice.
And explore how kaiju were dealt with in those times.
Yeah. Are we straight up calling them kaiju in the new MonsterVerse?
That's what
they call them Titans or something.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah. Monarch was referring to them as Titans. I think that might just be this particular article we were reading, but
will we get a return of King Ghidorah?
Possibly.
Or any of the other
so far confirmed though is Godzilla. Godzilla will be in it.
Oh, that's good. So that's really
at least
good.
You're getting one A-lister.
I'm happy though that the focus is, I mean, of course, you can't have a series about monsters without having the monsters in it. But I kind of feel like what's going to happen. We're going to save a lot of money on this show by focusing on the human characters. Yeah. We're not going to see a lot of monsters. But that's
background news reports and stuff.
But that's good because look at how little information we've gotten about Monarch as an organization over the course of three films now?
At least.
Right. And one of them set during the Vietnam era. So, I mean, it was sort of like, it was almost like Indy traveling by map. We got all of those historical documents in the opening credits, and that was sort of it.
And that's the thing too, right? Like they can pull characters back from Skull Island and slot them right into that time frame.
That's right.
So John Goodman could return.
Well, I'm definitely down to see this. Now, I don't know if I'm down enough to subscribe to Apple TV Plus.
Yeah.
But why not? I subscribe to everything else. Jesus. Just about everything else we can get in Canada, I've got a subscription to it. So maybe it'll be enough to tempt me to or I'll do what everybody else does when The Mandalorian comes out. I'll just save it up until every episode is out, get it for a month, and just watch the whole thing.
But it's being developed by Chris Black and Matt Fraction.
Oh,
from
okay.
WandaVision.
Oh, right.
Apparently he will also be directing the first 2 episodes.
Oh, that's cool.
So some familiar names there.
That is cool.
The official synopsis reads, following the thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco and the shocking revelation that monsters are real, Monarch Legacy of Monsters tracks two siblings following in their father's footsteps to uncover their family's connection to a secretive organization known as Monarch.
So are we supposing that Anna is a character and Wyatt's?
I don't think so. I think.
Do you think Anna's a daughter?
I think Anna might be the daughter.
So we don't know who the
son is.
The other son is yet. Maybe they're. Oh, I don't know.
No, okay. Because it also goes on to say clues lead them into the world of monsters and ultimately down the rabbit hole to Army Officer Lee Shaw, who is played by both Kurt and Wyatt.
Oh,
Russell.
right. Sorry, yes, that's right. I did read that.
Place in the 50s, and then half a century later, where Monarch is threatened by what Shaw knows.
Now, so like Anna Sawai, Asian lady, I think.
Yeah,
she definitely looks Asian, Polynesian. I know.
Yeah.
I don't quote me on that. Ken Watanabe's character from the original Godzilla. I wonder if there's any connection there.
Yeah, it's absolutely possible he could show up.
And Ken Watanabe is an amazing actor, so I'd love to see more of him.
The cast also includes Kiersey Clemens, Ren Watanabe.
Sorry. What?
Yeah, we got Ren Watanabe.
I wonder if that.
Maybe that's a
that's a different spelling. Watabe.
Mari Yamato, Anders Holm, Joe Tippett, and Elisa Lakowski.
I don't recognize any of those.
Lakowski, sorry.
Do you recognize any of them?
I don't.
I don't either. No.
Maybe after this. Well, aside from the Russell name, but
that's true. Yeah.
Apple TV has yet to confirm when it will air, but it's a pretty good guess that they're probably going to sync it up with the release of Godzilla vs. Kong: New Empire.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
But I guess that all still depends on how the strike goes.
I was going to say, do we get a week of our show where we don't mention anything to do with the strike?
No, not until it's over. And even then, we'll be talking about it for like a month afterwards. Because
we got some more fallout from the strike in the last couple of days. There was a couple things I saw come up that are postponed or potentially canned. Yeah.
Well, speaking of postponed, but still working, Ewan McGregor is developing Star Wars Obi-Wan Season 2.
I did read this, and I kind of went, okay.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan's is my boy. I mean, we just had this conversation the other night. Favorite Star Wars characters. Ding, 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 ding. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I think, topped yours, mine, and Hank's list.
I believe so.
Yeah, and I mean, Ewan McGregor has been passionate about the character for, almost the entire time that he's had the role. So
that's going back to the early 90s?
Yeah. Now, developing that is such a broad, encompassing term. What does that mean? Is he writing anything? Is he
ballparking ideas? I'm not too sure.
I mean, with the SAG on strike, he certainly couldn't do anything acting wise. But if he's not part of the Writers Guild,
he could certainly
could he be right? Yeah. Well, and would that be okay, or would he be considered a scab at that point?
I don't. At this point, it's fan fiction.
Oh,
he can be a fan of his own.
There is that, yeah. There is that
story how he would like to see it go, and then when everything's all cleared, he could be like, "Hey, I have this idea."
Well, listen, isn't all of the popular franchises of our childhood all fan fiction now because the people writing the stuff are our age now?
Yep.
It's the best time to be a nerd.
Yeah. But the director of the first season, Deborah Chow, she had said, it was supposed to be a limited affair, but things can always change.
I think that is sort of the textbook answer for anybody in entertainment, particularly film and television, where if the right story comes along, and I don't want to say maybe the right amount of money, but that you can't not look at that. But if the right story comes along and there's a good reason to tell it.
Yeah. And because
why not?
Sure, the season 1 story is done, but there's still another 10 years before we get him back in A New Hope.
I think a lot of fans now, I mean, the show is not without its criticisms. We did talk about those, but can we get more Obi-Wan in the Obi-Wan show and less, I mean, let's face it, season 1 was a story about, it was the redemption of it was the whole Reva thing. And I liked that. But I think we want
a Leia show.
It was that too. And she was great. She was absolutely great. I quite enjoyed
she
that part.
knocked it out of
But
the park.
common criticism, it was how the best episode of the Book of Boba Fett was the Mandalorian episode.
Yeah.
Well, let's not do that with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No.
Let's not have the guests be the focus.
Steal the spotlight, as it were.
Well,
Yep. What else did they say here? When did there's that one episode of Rebels where Darth Maul shows up and meets his end at the hands of Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
How many years before New Hope did that take place?
That's like a year before.
Because that would be actually pretty cool to see expanded.
To have Darth Maul come back.
Yeah, and
that would be interesting. Yeah, I mean, by that time Ben is he's
older, wiser,
hiding out on Tatooine and living as a hermit by that point.
Hopefully, at that point, he's not having the night terrors anymore.
I would hope not,
based on his encounter with Vader.
Well, he's gonna have another one anyway.
Yeah, he is. And he's much more calm for that one.
I mean, who doesn't want to see more Darth Maul? Or more Maul.
Yeah.
The character was meant to be at some point, the
bigger bad of
the bigger bad. Yeah. And that didn't happen. So, I mean, all these ideas, even Filoni and the folks over at Clone Wars taking the comic book Maul, the whole mechanical leg thing, which was a Legends era comic idea, and then bringing that forward into the new canon. And we did get that, sort of semi-return in Solo. So, I mean, he is.
So there's like a story to tell from his peak mob years, I guess you want to call it, to his final end. I don't want to say, hey, do it in Obi-Wan season 2, because then it becomes the Darth Maul show. But
well, you know what? In that case, maybe I can give it a pass. And I don't mean pass the show by not watching it.
Right,
I mean
allow it to happen.
Yeah, exactly. As a fan, I'm like, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. So we got another one coming up here. This one's kind of sad, but at the same time, it's like, what the hell are you doing?
Did anybody die this week?
No, actually, not that I'm aware of.
Not that we saw.
Okay,
that's good to know.
But this one bit a few people.
Oh, okay.
Persons of interest in the Gen Con card theft are actually card game designers.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I saw these photos and I couldn't, it just like mouth agape, like, really?
Yeah.
Really? You're not only are you in the community as a vendor, you're a game developer. Like,
if you're going to walk out with 300 grand worth of Magic the Gathering cards, do not wear your branded stuff.
Well, lesson learned, I guess.
Yeah. So the two co-designers of Castle Assault are considered persons of interest in this theft, according to police.
Just goes to show you that there are shitbags in every industry.
Yeah.
Inside and out. At
Gen Con earlier this month, a pallet of Magic the Gathering cards worth $300,000 was stolen from the convention center.
Oh, peanuts.
Yeah.
Just
peanuts. The product belonged to Pastimes, a gaming shop and Magic the Gathering vendor who was also there at the show. And in an update from Indianapolis Police, they have identified two people of interest, Thomas J. Dunbar and Andrew Pearson Guillaume.
Guillaume, I think. Guillaume.
But they were attending the con and might have been present to support their own card game. But in photos taken from the security footage, such as the one we've got here that comes from them, it appears that the people who took it are wearing the Castle Assault merch.
I mean, listen, I'm not wearing one today. We wear our own merch. It's kind of the thing you do in that space, right? You kind of,
you want to self-promote.
You pump your own tires, as it were. And it just makes sense. Like when I was in the toy business, I wore shirts for the store, right? Yeah. It only makes sense to do that. I mean, have you heard of Castle Assault?
I have not.
Right. So assuming that there is a limited audience that would even know what that is, and I mean, I am not a forensic expert, but when I look at that photo and I look at the stock photo of the two developers, which I assume is a couple years older, judging by the hairstyles.
Yeah.
That's pretty compelling evidence.
It is. Yeah.
Circumstantial or not, it looks the part.
It doesn't look good.
That doesn't look good for them.
But Castle Assault is a 1 to 2 person card game that was published in 2015. And it had a presence at Gen Con in 2017, 16, and 15. And it was successfully kickstarted in 2015 with a small amount of popularity.
Right.
So it's been around for a few years.
I mean,
but it hasn't.
And in 2023,
up,
it just tanked.
Yeah, it will now.
You know, and that's the funny thing about like those communities, like the gaming community, whether it's like all the TCG guys, they all kind of go in the same circles. It's the same thing in the toy community and the RPG community. Like these big events, you kind of know the who's who at these events if you're a regular attendee of this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that will get around. And I mean, how many people will just...
They're blacklisted.
Well, that's what I mean. Like you'll never be...
Unless they're declared innocent, because they are not guilty yet.
Yeah.
Like they're just persons of interest. But, you know, if it comes out that somebody else did it, you know, they'll still have a fight to get their reputation back.
Yeah, I can't see a happy ending on this one for these two guys.
No. But apparently it's still in the works, so we'll check back for...
And even if they like on. And of course it is 2023. I mean, the court of public opinion will
have already rendered
judgment. Of course, yeah.
This next one, it is an ongoing saga.
Dun dun dun.
Zuckerberg versus Elon Musk.
What's going on now? Somebody needs more surgery. Chicken. We still are we name calling each other again?
We're getting there. It's starting to get weird.
Okay, what's happening
but
now?
After several weeks of delay and refusing to set a date and claiming his back hurts, Elon Musk is now calling Mark Zuckerberg a chicken.
Oh, he really is.
He is
calling.
He's managed to twist up Zuckerberg's words after Zuckerberg basically said, "You know what? I don't think we're doing this." So his post is quoted as saying, "I think we can all agree Elon isn't serious and it's time to move on. I offered a real date. Dana White offered to make it a legitimate competition for charity. Elon won't confirm a date, then says he needs surgery, and now asks to do a practice round in my backyard instead. If Elon ever gets serious about a real date and an official event, he knows how to reach me."
I mean, this is just like... This is a train wreck that's on fire, dipped in acid.
And somebody just hit the gas on it.
Well, seriously, like, I don't know what to take from that. Now, I mean, superficially, jokey, I'd always said I'd back Mark Zuckerberg just because he's, you know, into martial arts.
Yeah.
And I still kind of feel that way, but I see stuff like this and it's like, listen, is this stuff really happening or not? Like, the name calling, sure. Because that's the world we live in. But like, did he really ask for a practice round in your backyard?
He
like,
did. We actually have that to bookend this particular little section.
Man,
but he finished his statement by saying, "I'm going to focus on competing with people who take the sport seriously." So,
that's fair.
That
is fair.
That basically set off Musk, who, you know, basically tweeted, "Zuck is a chicken." Now the tweets are flying because of this.
Oh my gosh.
And some of them are downright hilarious. One of them says, Mark Zuckerberg confirms he is absolutely no fun in a painfully boring post on that other app. And that's aiming at Zuckerberg. But then the next one from Diana Thirst says, Zuck is a lot of things, but scary is one of them. Maybe alien, boy ain't right. A titan of overcompensating too. Spend a year eating only what he killed. Meanwhile, you're comparing size like Yoda means nothing to you. We all know skill is key and you never have any.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
But they continue and they get better.
What does that say?
Elon is behaving like Trump now, calling people names when losing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that does kind of ring true, doesn't it?
Yeah. Next one here. If you wanted proof positive that everybody who buys a blue check is a complete shit for brains, maladjusted freak, look at the replies to this.
That's hilarious.
And then another one from Private Tier. My mom says I can't do it. No, wait. I mean, I need a doctor's note. No, wait. I need a practice round. No, wait. Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Ben, I don't have his handle here, but he says the fact that this doughy SOB somehow thinks he's not the chicken shit limp dick in this scenario is truly mind bending.
Doughy slob chicken shit limp dick.
That's a lot of mouthful there. Next one from Call Me Steve-O. It says, you know damn well Zuckerberg was going to kick your ass. You couldn't commit to a date, kept saying you need surgery and every other excuse. Anybody with more brain cells knows you are the chicken.
Isn't that something, eh?
Yeah. Then Comrade John Ken, yeah, Zuck is the coward. The guy who said, set the date and I'm there. Not the guy saying, oh, I have to have surgery and texting him at 4 a.m.
Texting at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to get some surgery. Did I forget to tell you that?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So that article came out and then it got funny. So there is the conversation. It does exist in a screenshot between
So wait,
them.
wait. Are you telling me that this is an actual
This was
exchange
posted on X, formerly Twitter,
Okay.
of him asking for a practice round in the backyard.
Okay, so like I'm putting a giant asterisk on this because like either one of these guys could produce something that looked like this, put some branding on it and go, this really happened.
Yeah.
So wait, what is it? Do we know what it says? It's a little small.
Let's see here real quick.
My old man eyes are really
Want to do a practice bout at your house next week? And he said, if you still want to do real MMA fight, then you should train on your own and let me know when you're ready to compete. I don't want to keep hyping something that will never happen. So you should either decide you're going to do this and do it soon, or we should move on.
And then what is Musk says, I will be in Palo Alto on Monday. Let's fight in your octagon. I've not been practicing much apart from a brief bout with Lex Friedman today. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Do we know who that? So I'm not in the MMA.
I am not sure who. That
Presumably,
is.
it's I
mean, somebody who could train him a little bit.
Either of these guys could hire the best coaches that they'd ever
yeah.
wanted. So yeah. I presume that Friedman fellow is probably somebody credible.
Yeah, but after calling him a chicken, he decided to take it a step further.
Elon did.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
He decided to post, for the Tesla FSD test drive in Palo Alto tonight, I will ask the car to drive to Zuckerberg's house. We'll also test the latest X live stream video so you can monitor our adventure in real time.
Oh,
if we get lucky, Zuck and I think it's a tongue icon, actually answers the door. The fight is on.
Oh, boy.
But I'm loving this one tweet. It says, Elon, what the fuck does Zuck my tongue mean?
Tongue emoji.
Another guy here. I had to do the Mr. Krabs pulling my eyes out and cleaning them moment because I still don't believe this is a real post. LMFAO. The CEO of Tesla basically saying that he's going to harass the CEO of Facebook while on the job testing features. Eric Kahn says Elon live streaming his drive to Zuckerberg's house to fight him sounds like an absolutely awful idea. I'm gonna watch though.
I mean, I was sort of behind it when it was like, oh, because I had said, before I even was aware that had happened, I'm like, make it a charity event and I can get behind it. And when it's like, oh, Dana White was going to do this, make it a charity event.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, great. Oh, now they don't want to do it, or at least somebody doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
But there's more.
Oh my God. It keeps going.
It keeps going. Cullen has said here he's going to go live streaming to Zuck's house while he isn't home and make chicken noises, isn't he?
Oh wow.
Ben Collins is saying time is a flat circle, and he's posted an article saying, is driving to
Temecula
to fight a guy from Twitter a good or bad idea? Another one from Augie says Elon Musk has been challenging Mark Zuckerberg of Meta to a fight in the Roman Colosseum like he's Caesar. Now he claims he will live stream himself doxing Zuckerberg's house by driving to it from Tesla on X. What the fuck kind of crack are billionaires on right now? This doesn't even feel real.
No, it really doesn't.
Another one, Puddin' Person says, I love that this straight up didn't happen.
Me too.
Jacob Silverman says, not saying this is his final form, but he's now a 17-year-old incel streamer in a broken 52-year-old billionaire's body.
Oh my god.
Mendy Harris
Oh, man.
or Mendy Hassan says, so are you telling me this didn't happen last night? He didn't do what he promised to do? No way. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. Just shocked.
Gee, sounds like a politician.
Yeah. But apparently on August 15th, Elon posted a
Wait, that was only last week.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
He posted a recap of this back and forth so far. And he says, I joked on X about fighting Zuck. Zuck then said, send me the location. Italy graciously offered the Colosseum.
That's not true.
No, it is
That is not true. That much I know.
Yeah, Zuck declined. I suggested his home as a safe space, and tragically, he was traveling. Is there anywhere he will fight?
Oh boy.
Now, the what's his name?
I saw something from like the Italian
Yeah.
minister of heritage who said no,
Yeah,
that it's like a protected heritage site.
yeah, you're not gonna go
Yeah,
there.
you're not gonna have a fight there
Where is it here?
because
yeah,
none of you are Chuck Norris.
No. The Italian culture minister gave a polite but firm no.
There it is, the culture minister. Yeah.
Gennaro Sanguiliano.
Wow, let's try that one again. Gennaro San Giuliano, I think is
Okay.
what that is.
Fair enough. He straight up said the fight will not take place anywhere in the city of Rome.
Nowhere in Rome.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's spiraling now. And it just keeps going.
Put it to bed. Like either do it or don't. But it's getting old.
It's getting goofy.
It's getting old.
It is. But here's something old and new.
Old and new.
You remember Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
I remember the film.
Yeah. Well, the cast is coming back because Netflix is doing a
Nice.
new series called Scott Pilgrim Takes Off.
So that's Michael Cera, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and oh my gosh,
Mark Webber,
yeah,
Steven Stills,
Oh,
Johnny
cool.
Simmons. Apparently, the whole cast of the original is returning for their respective roles.
and this is going to be what a Netflix
Netflix
series and an animated series.
Yes. Confirmed for November 17th exclusively on Netflix.
This year.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is already done then.
It's done and it's
Oh,
on,
okay,
on the
good.
way.
Wow, we actually get some new stuff.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked the movie. I mean,
It was fun.
did you read any of the mangas?
I didn't.
No, neither did I. So like, because it's using the cast, the voice cast from the live action film, I can presume that it's at least loosely connected that way.
At least I would think so.
And I don't know how faithful the film was to the manga, but at least I can sort of connect with it that way. That I've seen this movie.
Yeah,
Maybe this will appeal to me.
it might. Yeah. Definitely has like a almost anime type feel, going back to its roots, right?
Well, of course. I mean, the way that the characters are drawn, it looks like it's right out of the manga.
Yeah.
Except it's in color.
Yeah. But in July 2020, the film's cast reunited in over a virtual reunion on Zoom to celebrate the film's anniversary and help raise money. And then in 2021, the movie returned to UK cinemas for a limited run as part of a continued celebrations.
Oh, that's cool.
And now we're here, and the trailer is out there. We've linked to it in the show notes if you want to go take a look. Oh, come on, brain.
Brain fart.
Yeah, big one.
That's okay.
Yeah, but if you were a fan of the movie, you'd probably be a fan of this, so go check it out.
It's funny because I just saw Michael Cera in the
In Barbie?
I didn't see him in Barbie, but
Apparently he played Alan.
yeah, I haven't seen Barbie yet. I did see a clip with him in it. He's almost like the antithesis of Ken. He's like super average guy. But I did see him in that Vanity Fair series where the actors sit down and they talk about their roles.
Okay.
And it was cool listening to him talk, like recount some of his film and TV roles.
Nice. Next up, another TV series that's returning. Season 7 is coming for Rick and Morty.
And I'm so out of touch with this that
you're so far behind, but This could be good. It could be bad. They still haven't revealed who will replace.
So that was the question I
Yeah.
had. Is there a decision made on the?
Apparently, it is made. They're just holding off telling us, which is probably a smart thing. That way, people don't cancel it before it airs.
I guess.
Yeah, but they did drop a teaser trailer,
Okay.
and this new trailer, it shows footage of evil genius Rick Sanchez as he wreaks havoc in different dimensions and timelines in various personas, with Smashing Pumpkins' "Bullet with Butterfly Wings" playing in the background.
Nice.
So it's fairly musical. There's not much dialogue. There's only a little bit of a snippet at the end.
Oh, sure.
And of course, that is sampled from previous seasons.
Right.
But
Just take a second here and just check in. We're looks like we've got a new audience member tonight. Rod's Reels, hey, from Nashville.
hey,
Hello, Rod's Reels from Nashville.
I've been to Nashville.
Have you?
I have
I've never been down
years
there.
ago.
The closest I've been. We once made we did a road trip once, and we
Is that the one where you went to the fudge factory?
Yeah, we went to Branson, Missouri, and I told my a friend of mine that he's like, "Oh, you're going to Nashville Light." I don't know how true that is, but I did find it funny.
Yeah, but if you want to go check out this trailer, we have linked to it in the show notes, and time will tell whether or not the voices sound right.
All right. Well, I hope that the people who are invested in Rick and Morty, are satisfied with this. Like the thing, you don't want to see the things that you love, torn apart. So here's hoping. Oh, TJC, all the way from the UK. Hello, sir. Hope everything is well where you're at.
Oh, and one more from Rod.
My wife is from there, so close enough.
Nice.
Excellent.
But
wait, Nashville or Branson?
Good question.
That is a good question.
But we're almost to toy news.
Oh my gosh, is it that time?
Let's talk some toys.
Oh, this stuff. See, now we get to the stuff that I like to. What am I?
All the weird stuff.
I'm not kidding anybody. I like it all.
Yeah, it's all random.
All right, what do we got for toys this week?
Marvel Legends.
Oh,
Randy
nice.
confirms it was Branson.
Oh, it was Branson. Okay. Nashville Light.
Nice. Hasbro announced a Shield Agent and Hydra Agent Trooper 2-pack.
I did see this.
This is definitely a troop builder one. It comes with, female bodies for your two factions.
Yeah.
But it also comes with multiple heads. So like you're going to be buying multiples to get every variant.
Interesting that they're doing that because you're getting what, 3 heads in total? 3, 4, 5 heads in total.
5 heads in total.
And to think about every other female Marvel legend that's out there, how many people will be head swapping them?
Oh, they're already doing it with the Quake figure from that
right
controller line.
Right.
So who knows if it's just a recycling of that body?
Oh, I don't know.
Into this one, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. TJC says,
apart from a few issues streaming this week, all is good. Thank you. Excellent.
Yeah, but you get the 2 bodies, 5 heads, bunch of accessories, some extra hands. Pre-orders started August 17th, so it should be out there now.
Oh, cool.
This next one's kind of weird. It caught me off guard. Apparently it's been out there for a few weeks, but news to me, Polly Pocket is doing a Friends themed set.
This is, I kid you not, this is the first time I'm seeing this, and I'm just as surprised as you are.
I was kind of shocked. It comes with a whole bunch of little accessories. They're all Polly Pocket sized, of course.
But take it for what it is. First of all, this is not aimed at kids.
No, absolutely not.
No kid out there that is age appropriate for Polly Pockets knows what Central Park is.
No. And they're not going to want to reenact the scene where Monica puts a turkey and sunglasses on her head. But you can do that with this set.
Oh, no, really?
You can. It comes with a little turkey with sunglasses.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
So it is a adult collector aimed thing.
Oh, for sure it is.
But, if you're a fan of Friends, it's right up your alley.
Well, and it certainly Polly Pocket is one of those lines where the people who collect it are very
Yeah.
very invested in it. So
Yeah.
we did have some vintage Polly Pockets go through the shop, and I can remember there was a couple ladies came. Do you have more? Do you have more?
Get me more
I
now.
don't have any more.
What about some? What was it? Max.
Mighty Max.
Mighty Max.
The
That's
the boys
the
version.
boy version.
Right.
Oh, got one coming here from Rod.
What's Rod? Rod says, "Oh, it reminds me of when I was a kid and I had all the action figures. Figured out you could change out the heads versus switching the uniforms on them."
True.
Yeah, living in Canada, taking my Hoth Han Solo outside in January was a bad idea because suddenly Han Solo lost his head. He got so brittle.
Oh no.
So that was a head swap whether I wanted it or not.
All the times when you figured out you can start swapping parts.
I did do that.
Enough figures never look the same again.
Before the Black Series did the General Obi-Wan Kenobi and clone armor.
Yeah.
I bought an extra Phase 1 clone and I head swapped the Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan head
Nice.
onto it, which meant I had this Obi-Wan body with nothing to do. So I took the spare head from the MCU Phil Coulson and I stuck the Phil Coulson head on the Obi-Wan body and I called it Phil Coulson Jedi Knight. There's a picture of that floating around somewhere.
Nice. This next one here is probably going to come in on the pricey end of things.
Uh-oh.
But for G.I. Joe fans, why not?
Oh, another Joe thing.
Yeah.
As I've been saying. Oh, wait, is this in 112 Collective? No, that's a
this is,
1/6.
This is a 1/6 scale Destro from 3-0.
Well, there you go.
Fig Zero.
3-0. Now, did you not? You got a 3-0.
I do.
Yeah, so I mean,
I got them on sale though because I couldn't afford the otherwise.
We're talking premium quality.
Yes. This one stands at 12.2 inches tall and has been redesigned by 3-0 to capture the essence of the nefarious arms dealer.
And for sure, this is a figure and not a statue.
No, this is 100% a figure.
So I mean,
posable, lots of accessories.
We had that 12-inch line of Joes from Sideshow turn of the century, sort of in the early 2000s.
There, yeah.
And I don't think it went too far, but man, this is a good looking figure.
It is a good looking figure.
If I was into 1/6 the scale, I might be into that.
Yeah. It's an expensive road to go.
I was going to say, do we know what the price point is on this guy?
I do not, but you can pre-order it on Hasbro Pulse until October 17th.
Oh, and it's being sold on Hasbro.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we've got like right now, and I've been saying this for weeks because it seems like almost every week there's a new G.I. Joe reveal. But I mean, we've got offerings from Hasbro in the classified line. We've got Super 7 that are doing their
7-inch figures,
7-inch cartoon styled ultimates. They're also doing their 3 3/4 inch reaction. Mezco and the 112 Collective have done at least Destro, and now we're getting a 12-inch line. So man, it is a good time to be a G.I. Joe fan.
Man, they just closed out that HasLab one too, right? So
oh, speaking of that, so wait,
it was the Dragonfly.
So yeah, the Dragonfly.
But yeah, the other HasLab thing that's
I was
going
to
right
say,
now, has just unlocked the first tier.
That just got a bump today.
It did. So Ezra has been unlocked for the Ghost.
Yeah, if you're a fan of 3 3/4 inch vintage collection Star Wars, you probably are aware that the Ghost from Star Wars Rebels and tonight's upcoming Star Wars Ahsoka did get funded. It's been moving really slow since it hit the funding mark, but yeah, that first tier Ezra Bridger, which I still swear is based on Iman S. Fundy's likeness, and I'll be surprised if it's not.
Yeah.
But hey, job well done.
Yeah, they reached 11,000 backers. So
yeah, and now it's like the push for what? 14,000?
14,000.
14,000 is the next tier.
And then there's one more after that, but you only have until September 6th.
So we've got roughly 2 weeks?
Roughly that.
Roughly 2 weeks to get in on
to
it
get
if you want
the other two figures
now
unlocked.
Our third host, Hank, who's not with us tonight, said to us in a previous stream that he got the go-ahead from his wife that he can buy the Ghost. Now we have not questioned him on that,
on the status of his purchase.
Yeah, do we think he's pulled the trigger yet?
Maybe.
I'll have to ask him the next time we talk to him.
Hmm.
I'll ask him tonight when we're done.
Got a couple new ones from McFarlane this week.
Okay.
We've got the Atomic Skull versus Superman gold label
Oh.
2-pack.
Now, is this a Superman that we've already gotten from McFarlane at one point?
I don't know.
Or is
for
this
sure.
a new?
I would hope it's a new, but it would shock me if it was a reuse.
I mean, there are a lot of Supermans out there.
But this is
Not
an
as many
exclusively
Batman,
Amazon one, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It includes the Atomic Skull and a Superman and 2 atomic energy effects,
Okay.
as well as interchangeable hands and 2 collectible art cards.
I suppose the stuff, the energy wave that they are presently standing on is maybe one or both of them.
I think it's a 2-parter flame stand.
Is that what it is? Okay.
But the base is included.
I was going to say, does that count as the accessory
I believe it counts in the
when it's
accessory.
all styled like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can pose them like this. Yeah. The next one, I'm kind of taken aback by this one, but you can enter today for a chance to purchase the Green Lantern Alan Scott McFarlane Collector's Edition.
Enter.
Platinum
So wait.
Chase.
Explain to me how this works. Enter what?
You got to enter into a queue, I guess, on the McFarlane website for
So
a chance to be picked to be able to purchase this.
is it like a first? However, we're only making 5,000 of these, so the first 5,000 registrants get one.
Maybe. But apparently those that purchased a regular Green Lantern individual or bundled figure
Yeah.
previously with the McFarlane Toy Store will be given VIP priority.
Interesting.
So if you're a Green Lantern fan, chances are you bought it already. And if you want to go after this weird chase one,
Here's your chance.
yeah.
Well,
Good looking figure, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of this character, but
Yeah,
like,
he's a classic.
yeah,
Lantern,
exactly,
so.
exactly. But it is a good looking figure.
Yeah.
Which is good. And again, because it's McFarlane, and I will use every opportunity to remind people the comic book likenesses are pretty good.
Yeah.
The movie likenesses, ugh, they're awful. Guys, stop hand painting these things. Get with the face print technology and move on.
One last one from them, though.
Yeah, sure.
Batman and the Bat Raptor is available now for pre-order exclusively at GameStop.
I'm like, that looks an awful lot like a stripped down,
It does look like a stripped down
the
tumbler.
tumbler turned into a 3-wheeler.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
It is the basically rotating wheels. It's got fits the 7-inch Batman figure, and it is based on the Batman Who Laughs comics.
So now, does the correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know. Does that predate the Nolan movies, the Nolan trilogy?
I don't
Because like
think so.
that looks very much influenced by.
Oh, 100%.
So interesting.
I don't think the Batman Who Laughs predates the Nolan movies.
Interesting that we've seen that now in Marvel and DC, where like the comics have influenced the movies, which are now influencing the comics.
Yeah.
It's this really weird
that
cyclical
years ago too, right? Like with Spider-Man, when the Tobey Maguire ones came out, they decided to give comic book Spidey organic web shooters.
Organic webbing, yeah.
But then they kind of got rid of those, and yeah. But I think it's time for your segment.
Is it? Wait a second here. Let me get this all set up here. Oh, okay, go for it.
Loading lexicon. Generating responses. Responses ready. Lexicon is the word game where you decide what's real and what is a con. Get ready. Here we go.
All right, this week on Lexicon, I got another completely silly sounding, but absolutely 100% real word. I'm going to give you 3 definitions. You're going to try to pick out which one you think is the right one, and hopefully we pull the con over on you. All right, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, so this week's word is
palaver.
Palaver. Once again, this week's word?
Palaver.
All right, let's see. What do we got here? Definition number 1 for palaver.
An archaic form of communication employed by Spanish spies during the 18th century involving the exchange of intricately folded origami animals containing coded messages.
Wow. Definition number 2.
An improvised conversation between two groups. typically those without a shared language or culture.
Or definition number 3.
A ceremonial headpiece worn by an Aztec shaman when conducting a sacrificial ceremony during a solar eclipse.
Palaver. What do you think?
Well, it's definitely not your pal lover.
It's not.
Huh.
An archaic form of communication employed by Spanish spies during the 18th century, involving the exchange of intricately folded origami animals containing coded messages. An improvised conversation between two groups, typically those without a shared language or culture, or a ceremonial headpiece worn by an Aztec shaman when conducting a sacrificial ceremony during a solar eclipse. Man.
I'm kind of leaning towards the ceremonial headpiece.
They all seem plausible to me.
The first definition kind of feels like, you know, when little girls in public school would be having those little...
Oh my God. Pick a number.
Yeah.
4. Okay, 1, 2,
Now
3,
pick a
4.
color.
Pick a color. Red.
I
R-E-D.
can't even remember what they were called, but
Okay, pick a number. 3.
you know what I'm talking about.
Billy's an asshole.
They passed messages with those things.
Right.
They were intricately folded.
That thing would tell that was like early fortune telling. That's what
Yeah.
that was.
You find your whole life in one of those.
We got an answer coming in tonight from Ray. Ray says 2. An improvised conversation between two groups, typically those without a shared language or culture. Any more for? Oh, we got Sylvie Spider over on YouTube. Also,
Silver Spider.
Silver. Did I say Sylvie?
You did say Sylvie.
Gi-
Well, he's not yet.
There's a giant R. There's 2 of them, not Sylvie. Silver Spider. My apologies. Also says number 2 question mark. Come on, Silver Spider, commit or don't. All right.
I'm putting 3 with a question mark.
3 question marks. So we've got 2 for 2 and 1 for 3. All right. Well,
What's the answer?
if you thought it was number 1, you're wrong.
Okay.
However, if you thought it was number 2, then you're correct. It is number 2, an improvised conversation between two groups, typically those without a shared language or culture.
Fair enough.
Interesting point. When I was putting the segment together for this week, it just dawned on me earlier that some of these words, palaver being one of them, have multiple meanings depending
Really?
on how they're used, whether it's some of them are noun, verb, or adjective.
Huh.
So this one actually has a couple of meanings. This is just one of them. This is a historical use of the term, but it also, as a noun, involves like overtly like overcomplicated tasks, which is a very different meaning than this language one.
Language.
So yeah, well, there you go. Well, that has been Lexicon for
see there?
this week. Yeah,
Silver Spider.
Silver
did commit.
Spider committed with the exclamation point. I'm committed.
And he was right.
And you were right. You were right. So congratulations to everybody who said answer number 2. All right, back to the show. What are we doing next, Andy?
So next we have an update.
Oh, nice.
We do have an update here from a few weeks ago when we were talking about the crazy plane lady.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was like, did I already say it was kind of bad shit crazy?
It was batshit crazy.
That's not fair. I shouldn't say that. But it was bizarre.
Very
it was
bizarre.
super bizarre.
Yeah. The woman who has become widely known as Crazy Plane Lady, after she was filmed loudly declaring some poor soul she was pointing at on the flight was not real, before storming off, has issued an apology video promoting her new website. If
you haven't seen the video of this woman going off on this aircraft, you can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't.
So wait. Before we have a clip,
we got a clip.
Okay, so before we go to the clip, I'm going to ask right now: is this plane thing a PR stunt?
I'm on the fence about that.
Okay, then I guess we should watch the clip.
I'm on the fence on it only because of how it's going to develop here in a second.
Okay, all right.
So she has recently been identified as Tiffany Gomez in the police reports.
All right.
And she's taking accountability, but she's not answering what the hell she saw on the plane.
What were you going on about?
Yeah, like why is the reason that set you off?
My first impression is, what did you take today? Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, psychotic episodes, some drugs are known to do that.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So
I'm curious to see, what does Tiffany have to say other than I shouldn't have done that?
Well, here you go.
All right, let's listen.
Hi everyone, it's me, Tiffany Gomez, probably better known as the Crazy Plane Lady, which is completely warranted. As you know, I have been unwilling to speak on the viral video, but I do finally feel that it's time. First and foremost, I want to take full accountability for my actions. They were completely unacceptable. Distressed or not, I should have been in control of my emotions, and that was not the case. My use of profanity was completely unnecessary, and I want to apologize to everyone on that plane, especially those that had children aboard. Can't imagine going through that and trying to explain to your kid what in the world just happened. We all have our bad moments, some far worse than others, and mine happened to be caught on camera for the whole world to see multiple times. Sorry, trying not to sound like Minnie Mouse. Well, it has been really comical for everyone, and I have highly enjoyed so many of the memes. On the flip side, it is very invasive and unkind, and I don't know what I would do without the love and support of my friends and family. They are loyal to a fault, and I don't know what I did to deserve them. Sorry, y'all. I hope that I can use this experience and do a little bit of good in the world, and that is what I intend to do. I hope that you guys can accept my apology and I can begin to move on with my life.
That's interesting. I actually thought, just based on your comments before we watched that, I thought that she was going to make a pitch.
Well,
in the
she
video.
does leave the information at the end about that.
I mean, did we go to the website and see what she's offering?
Yeah, and literally it's just that video and a little tagline at the bottom.
Yeah.
But users on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it,
Sure.
They're not convinced that she is sincere in her apology.
The grift is undefeated.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I do not have the words to tell you guys how fake this is. What else we got? She's going to turn this into an entire career. Oh, that's possible. And then what do we got? Plane Lady not only has this video, she made a teaser website and is going to monetize the whole thing. Can't wait to see what happens next. Nothing good happens anymore. You know, I don't know enough about this lady. I mean, sure, do I have an opinion? My opinion is it's 2023, lady. Everybody's got a phone. Everybody's connected to the internet all the time. Like, how did you not think that this was going to happen? Or did you orchestrate this for some other reason?
Or option 3.
Oh, option 3.
Okay. Option 3. We do have, they actually released some of the body cam footage when she was escorted off.
Okay.
So we do have that clip here. I'm going to roll that now.
Okay.
All right, ma'am.
Escorting me out, and I'll never fly with them again.
Ma'am, since you no longer have a valid ticket or business on this side of the airport, we gotta escort you out to the public side, okay?
Where's your suitcase?
You ready?
It's on that flight.
If you don't leave, you'll be under arrest for criminal trespass. This is your warning right here.
Okay. What? What? Am I leaving? What are you talking about?
Ma'am, if you don't leave right now, you could be under arrest for criminal trespass. Let's go.
Let that flight leave. Do not let that flight leave. Being dead serious. Do not let that flight leave.
You ready? Let's go. Come on.
You heard me say like, do not let that flight leave. That flight's not going to make it to Orlando.
Let's
It's
go.
not going to. But I'm telling you, 100% that flight also is not making it to Orlando. And there's a lot of people on that flight. Can I just leave? You don't need to escort me out.
Yeah.
Can I just
You had your own warning. So, keep walking.
Oh yeah, until y'all see that fight blow up.
Okay.
Yep.
I can't roll my eyes hard enough at that.
Really?
What are you taking away from that?
Well, Red Swenson says wholly unhinged.
Holy
passenger Batman."
unhinged passenger Batman.
I seem to recall a time when if somebody said a plane was going to explode
People got excited about that.
or they took action, they didn't focus on the person like getting them out. They would stop and go investigate the plane.
You know,
Like that's a pretty friggin' bold statement. Like that plane is going to explode.
there's nothing that says that they didn't
True.
stop and do an inspect the plane. So Red's follow-up comment.
This is
Oh,
Silver
sorry,
Spider.
Silver Spider. Drugs are bad.
Okay.
Okay. That's where I'm at. Like maybe it was prescription drugs. Maybe she'd had a drinky poo or two before she got on the plane and she's having a crazy interaction. But like that does not her behavior in the original video, in the crazy plane lady video, and that follow-up, the body cam footage does not. It's so contrary to her demeanor in her apology. She seemed, again, I'm not a body language expert. I'm not a psychologist. To me, she seemed pretty sincere in her apology.
Fair enough. But
But that, what we just saw on that body cam footage, like,
she's a little bit,
something's going on there.
worried, legitimately worried. YouTube user Olivia Po has actually posted an extended cut. She
Oh.
was closer to the original happenings
Oh, sorry, on the plane.
on the plane. So
Oh, okay.
the
Okay.
video that went viral is at
Yeah.
midway or whatever. And Olivia Po is back here and she has posted her video, which we've linked to in the show notes
Okay.
if you want to go and listen to it. But she is like, she's not right from the beginning. Like she's
Well, I
worried
mean,
about this thing.
to be yelling at someone and saying that they're not real.
Yeah.
I
But, like,
mean, that's
It's the
to
flight
me-
attendant that first says, "Did someone take your belongings?" Because I know Carrot Top had said somebody stole her iPods or
Oh,
whatever.
right. Yeah.
But
Carrot Top.
it's not her. She's like, you can audibly hear her say, "I don't give a fuck about my stuff. I need
If
off."
it comes out down the road that these two are somehow connected,
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if it does.
Yeah.
What's Red saying now? He's got something else he wants to say. I mean, for fuck's sakes, you can't even say the word bomb in an airport without some time in the small windowless room.
True. But she didn't get that.
Yeah, but she also
got
didn't.
escorted back to the public side.
Look, I'm not going to say what she did or didn't say. What I will say is that video that we just watched, the body cam footage, did not say there's a bomb on the plane. She did say they're not going to make it and you'll be whatever it was when that plane explodes.
Yeah.
I mean, the implication is certainly there,
It
but
is.
you know, I'm not saying that the authorities didn't take the threat seriously and they didn't take it credibly, but I'm also not of the opinion that they just didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's just the focus is the body camera walking her out of the airport.
Yeah. Now in the Olivia Po video,
Sure.
as soon as she exits the plane,
Yeah.
nobody's concerned. Like, you know, if somebody said the plane's going to explode, you might be concerned. But it's one of those scenarios where everybody's like, she's gone, and they just start laughing at her.
Yeah. I mean, so But these situations, there is a level of damage control where you don't want to incite a panic.
Yes.
And so that there is some of that too. And the reality is we weren't there.
Yes.
And I mean, are we ever? I'm of the opinion right now, we will never fully know what was going on there. But I would be curious to follow. God, and in some level, I feel like I'm feeding right into it. But I would be interested to follow the traffic on this this new website that she's launching to see what it is that she's potentially selling,
Yes.
if anything.
Silver Spider says, I would think of the movie Final Destination.
Final Destination.
Yeah, that's what came to a lot of people's minds.
Interesting.
But this is option 3.
These are some tweets on the situation. This
is coming up. Is this even the same person?
Okay. This entire situation is even weirder now because this is 100% not her, but it's close enough that it gives closure to people with face blindness. Well, look, the woman standing on the airplane, not dressed to the nines with all the makeup as the apology video. We all know what makeup can do.
True. But this the apology woman, her eyebrows are loads larger than the plain version.
Makeup.
It's all makeup.
Absolutely, it's makeup.
It looks like hair.
You don't get eyebrows like that without makeup, my friend. And I mean, listen, middle-aged old man here. No, even I know that much. Maybe it's all the trash TV I watch. Maybe. I don't know. What else we got? We got another tweet. Is my brain fried, or is this not even the same woman? We've got another one. I thought she didn't have social media. Why does her face look different? Her skin tone is different. Like all these people suddenly are like forensic experts, right?
True.
Like, no, just let it go, folks. Like, red fake up.
Well, that's the other thing too, right? Like, because if it is possible that this is just some person that's been put in to close it out because this woman is no longer around.
Right. Just like, hired actors to incite riots and all that other conspiracy stuff.
Everybody and their brothers put in their 2 cents on this. But like you had said, I actually did watch one of those body language analysts.
Yeah.
And he analyzed the original clip, and he figures legitimately she was frightened by whatever she saw or thought she saw.
Sure, but somebody who's having a psychotic episode they are in it. They are living it. Yeah, so I mean,
whatever she's seeing.
In my limited experience with healthcare, I am going in on this is a psychotic episode. This is potentially a drug interaction or something of that nature. I don't believe that woman is of her own faculties when she's saying all that stuff and freaking out on the plane.
Yeah. Red says,
wait, Wes, what is a tweet?
Well, it's an X.
I don't know what is it. What is it now that it's on X?
I don't know.
When you're on Twitter, you tweeted because it made sense because it was a little bird.
Now you're on X.
Stamp?
You rave?
Is it a stamp? Put your X on it?
I don't know. 2000s when you were on X, you raved. But this is the thing that's weird.
Stay tuned.
This is her website, and that is the little tag message at the bottom.
Stay tuned.
So take from that what you will. Was it a publicity stunt? I don't know. Apparently, she is receiving marriage proposals by desperate men.
Of course.
So,
well, I look forward. I look forward to a follow up on this one.
Another one
in a few weeks from now. Exting. Well done.
Yeah,
I like that.
Let's go back to something fun now.
Sure.
BBC recently did an interview with Nottinghamshire, UK resident Ryan Howard.
Okay.
Who, during the pandemic, spent around £20,000.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. And he constructed his very own 1-to-1 scale, fully functioning Johnny Five.
Come on.
Yes.
Oh, Johnny Five is alive.
He is. Apparently, he will be bringing him to America for a security conference, and he anticipates a lot of questions getting this thing across the pond.
I mean, I suppose you could ship it.
Well, he does break down apparently into components.
Now, is it going to be like the screen used Johnny Fives that were essentially radio controlled?
He is radio controlled. He's got his voice box. He's got his irising eyes. And everything.
Yeah.
But Ryan Howard, he's 34, said he started building the robot during lockdown just to help him cope through the pandemic.
We all did stuff, man.
Yeah.
We started a podcast.
And apparently he's a forklift engineer and says, I've never done anything like this before. And he stopped counting the cost at 20,000 pounds. So
that is a passion
it is
project in the
spectacular to
truest
see.
sense, right?
Yeah.
Come on, man. That is an extra plane seat waiting to be bought.
At least one.
Johnny Five is, after all, alive.
He is. But you can see the full interview on the BBC, and we've linked that in the show notes.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, people who see this thing, like, it takes you right back to that movie back in the 80s.
I mean, listen, it's been a long time since I've seen Short Circuit or its weird sequel, Short Circuit 2. But superficially speaking, and just looking, it looks like Johnny Five to me.
Yeah. The only difference I can tell is the rear wheel, because I'm pretty sure the original had like that circular,
almost
BB-8
like a
style wheel,
like a Dyson vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. Whereas this one is just a straight up wheel.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
You know, for all intents and purposes, it's Johnny Five.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen this one yet, but Sony shared a new Ghostbusters short film.
Oh, did they?
That was made using the real-time game engine technology.
Oh.
It was part of this year's Sony Creators Conference, and it presents the Ecto-1 driving through the streets of New York, eventually taking on the Marshmallow Man.
Really?
And it was all filmed using real-time game engine technology, and they're saying that it's proof of concept.
Oh, boy.
The film itself, it's short, but it's pretty spectacular.
Is it? It's good?
Yeah. It was made in collaboration with Ghost Corps, Pixamondo, PlayStation Studios, and Epic Games, and it's powered by the Unreal Engine.
Mind you, this isn't the first time that video game engines have been used. I mean, The Mandalorian, hello.
Yeah.
All that stuff that can be rendered in essentially real time. Yeah. So it only makes sense that technology is starting to
seep in,
cross over, I guess, cross media.
Yeah.
Blur. I don't know. The lines are blurring.
Yes, it is.
But I'm a Ghostbusters fan, so I mean,
so you should definitely check it out.
If this is this is strictly a conceptual thing, then it has nothing to do with the lore.
No, it's like them kind of proving a point. We can do this with this, and it looks awesome.
Okay. Do we have a link to that?
We do. It's in the show notes, so you can go.
I will be watching that.
They do have a bit of like behind the scenes footage before they show the full clip.
Ah, cool.
So, but it gives you a little bit of insight to it, which is neat.
Very cool.
Jason Reitman has said, all we want as filmmakers is to have more time and more scope. It's the idea that I could be on my stage and be able to set the time of day, direct my actor, and not worry about what time rush hour is going to be.
Well, there is that.
Yeah.
Again, though, that I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy.
Yeah, like it offers positives, but then there's always that negative, right? With the whole AI thing.
There is always that notion that practical is more immersive. If you can do it for real, then it's real.
Yeah, then there's nothing to take you out of it.
I don't think, and I love good CGI.
Yeah. Well, let me know what you think after you watch this, because this CGI is friggin' incredible.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But staying on the Ghostbusters tour.
Oh yeah.
It's not quite a toy. But Spirit Halloween.
I saw this.
Is offering a life-size replica of the
I
Proton
saw this,
Pack.
and my first thought when I saw this was like, all the people who bought the HasLab Proton Pack are going to be like, oh man, I could have saved a lot of money. My question about this one is this one going to be as easily modifiable?
I don't know.
As the HasLab one, because the Hasbro one, they made it with the intention of like, hey, we know cosplayers are going to buy this thing, so they made it modular. They actually made the Hasbro one with the appropriate mounting apparatus for the old Alice backpack frame.
Okay.
If you wanted to make it into something that you could essentially troop at a convention. Now, 1-to-1 though, I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, now the Spirit Halloween already had like a 2/3. It's almost like a kid-sized
Yeah.
version of this, but going 1-to-1. Do we know what the price point is on this?
We do know the price point. This is going to set you back $249.99.
So there you go, $250 US. So we're talking 300-ish Canadian, just over 300. That is if our Spirit Halloweens get it.
True.
By the way,
I haven't been yet, but apparently
there is a Spirit Halloween in our local mall.
Yeah.
Which surprised me because normally it's been a pop-up
elsewhere.
Now, does that mean it's going to be like more than just a pop-up?
I doubt it. They usually just take spaces that are available.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm excited. I hope to actually see this. I would like to see, the actual thing, whether they have a display model or not. In previous years, they've had other Ghostbuster props. Kim and I bought their
Slimer.
The Slimer, which is not quite 1-to-1, but it's
pretty cool.
It's pretty impressive for a foam.
Yeah.
For a foam replica. Certainly good enough that I'd want to have it in my house as a prop.
Yeah.
So yeah. What's Red saying? Oh, my heart goes out to all the people who build their own proton packs. It is a labor of love, as is all the replica prop guys that do this as a hobby, or as a profession.
True. But this one here, it is officially licensed, so it's not like a third-party knockoff or anything.
Oh, that's cool.
It includes the proton pack, the gloves, 3 authentic logo patches, adjustable straps, and it is made out of plastic, foam, polyester, nylon, and wire. Which parts are made of what? I don't know.
Just looking at it looks like the fidelity is not too bad, considering that it's a Halloween costume piece.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, I'm excited to see it, and I will hold my final judgment until that time.
Yes.
But I like what I see.
Yeah. I don't know if you would classify this as a good one or a bad one.
I guess it depends on what it is.
Well, Britney Spears' husband, Sam Agasari,
says
their marriage is over.
This is insignificant to me.
Well, if you're a Britney fan, she's on the market again.
Wow. What's not surprising is that Mr. Asghari is asking for spousal support.
Oops.
Of course he is, because,
they've decided to end their journey together after 14 months of marriage.
Mad respect and mutual love for each other, but we just can't be married. By the way, pay my bills.
Yeah. A divorce petition was filed on Wednesday and seen by BBC News, citing irreconcilable differences.
Sure.
Rumors have been out there for a little while about their marital struggles, but he has posted on where did he post this on? Twitter or something?
Instagram.
With some colorful language saying, after 6 years of love and commitment to each other, my wife and I have decided to end our journey together.
Sure.
We will hold on to the love and respect we have for each other, and I wish her the best always. Shit happens.
Sure, and that's a nice way of putting it, but it seems to me that, we all know who she is. Does anybody know who he is?
I have no clue.
Do you know where this guy came from? I just presume that, was he a dancer?
Apparently a musician.
Oh, a musician. So I just assumed that he was some up and comer or somebody.
He's not. I'm not sure.
I don't know. But what I said was, we all know her. We don't know him.
Hold on, I'm wrong here. He is an Iranian American actor, model, and fitness trainer.
Okay.
And they met while she was shooting the video for her song "Slumber Party" in 2016.
Again, the disparity between his and her income, that just seems.
Yeah.
You were what?
Get in there for a little while, and
what do you say? 6 years? Were they married for 6 years?
No, 14 months.
14 months. So they've been together in each other's life for 6 years, but married for 14 months.
Yeah.
What do you think you're entitled to after 14 months?
Not that much.
Yeah, that's the part that kills me.
Yeah. Are there kids involved? I don't think so.
They didn't have kids, not that I know of. No. Oh, Red. Don't you know that you're toxic? Jesus, people, leave Britney alone.
So this was her third marriage.
That is true. Yeah, it is.
And so I guess she's moving on, maybe number to 4. But another one updating in the ongoing saga of Lizzo.
Okay, more from the Lizzo front.
Super Bowl has dropped Lizzo from consideration because she might be a monster
Well, was she what for the next Super Bowl?
for the next Super Bowl.
Oh, so she was in the running.
She was in
for...
contention for the Super Bowl halftime show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But since the suit was announced, they have removed her name in light of her legal and moral trouble.
So I've never really followed this because I'm not a sports fan. Mind you, there's been some great halftime shows.
There have been.
Do we have any idea how it's decided who gets to be?
I'm not sure.
Like, is there some committee that votes on this? Or?
Probably.
I don't know. Maybe somebody
I'll
that's
say
more
the
in the
best one
sports
ever
world.
though was when Katy Perry rode that Tiger Zord out though.
Tiger Zord.
It looked like a tiger, the white Tiger Zord from Power
Wow.
Rangers.
Okay, I didn't.
It
see that
wasn't,
one.
but it was. That's what I likened it to.
My favorite Super Bowl halftime show is Prince in a freaking thunderstorm.
Nice.
It
wasn't the Janet Jackson nipple incident.
No. Prince during the, and I don't know what number it was, but Prince Super Bowl halftime show might be one of the best live performances
Ever?
of all time. Yeah,
Nice.
it's incredible. In weather that they would shut down, concerts normally. Like there's like thunder and lightning, like you're done.
Yeah.
No, that guy's out there with like reckless abandon, like nothing else exists but him and the music, and it's
Him and the Purple
amazing.
Rain.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Nice.
Sorry, that's my went off the rails there for a second.
That's all good.
Right. So Lizzo no longer in consideration for the next Super Bowl.
Yeah. Apparently she was in part of the talks for the halftime festivities or possibly the national anthem.
Oh.
Source told the Daily Mail that is, dead now. So sorry for her. Spiraling out of the banana stuff.
Wow. Another one that will be interesting to see what the end resolution is.
Yeah. This one though apparently made it through the strike. Chucky season 3.
Oh, another one in the
is
can.
actually going to be airing October 4th.
Wait, we're talking the Netflix Chucky. Sorry, not the there was a Netflix Chucky. The one with Mark Hamill.
Yes, this is not that.
Has nothing to do with this.
We're back in Don Mancini's Chucky. So that one has nothing to do with this.
So we're talking like
Brad Dourif original Chucky.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a continuation of the film franchise chronicling the murderous escapades of the notorious killer doll.
Yeah.
After I can't remember, it was 7 or 8 movies. This is season 3 of the TV show.
Only 7 or 8 movies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But in the
Pretty
trailer,
soon they'll have to call it The Land Before Chucky.
maybe. It's a good series though. But back when we were down investigating the shooting in Port Hope, they were put out a casting call for female actors to be in this season of Chucky.
Oh, really?
So I'm not sure who got picked, but
by the way, just for our audience, for the sake of our audience, when you say when we were covering the shooting, we mean
film shooting. Yes. They were shooting film.
Just to clarify that, we did not go to an active shooter situation.
Wrong type of fan.
Oh no. We are not siren chasers.
Red says Purple Rain in the
Purple
Rain.
Rain in the Rain. Absolutely.
Nice. But in the trailer has come out, and it's not much of a trailer. It's literally Chucky behind a podium giving like a press conference.
Yeah.
The language is graphic, so take that into account. But he does say, "What can we expect? DC is going to get chucked up."
That's so cute and clever.
Yeah.
Very clever.
There is actually a running joke in it. One of the reporters asks if Devon Sawa is going to be in this season.
Yeah.
Because he has played a different character in both
the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
different character each time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So it would be nice to see him come back just to continue the joke.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Zachary Arthur, Jennifer Tilly, Brad Dourif, and Elvia Allen Lind are all returning for it.
You can't have Chucky without Jennifer Tilly.
No, gotta have Tiffany.
Absolutely.
But we did link the trailer in our show notes, so you can go check that out afterwards. I'm looking forward to it.
I hope so, and I will ask you how it was because you know me, and I don't do horror very well. So,
but you'll probably be on board for this next one.
Well, maybe.
Rumors are suggesting that The Rock is about to take on his biggest role yet.
Dun dun dun. Oh.
Could you picture The Rock as Kratos?
You know what? That's actually some really great artwork.
Some fan art of him, done up as Kratos.
That's done really well. That changes my opinion because my first impression was
hard no.
The big Polynesian guy playing essentially a Roman.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't buy it. But then I'm like, well, wait a minute. He did do Hercules.
Yeah, he's done the Greek stuff before.
Right. So I'm not opposed to it. But you know what? There are other like muscular actors out there that probably deserve a little slice of the franchise pie.
Yeah, maybe. Rock wants it all.
Maybe.
Do you smell what he's cooking?
Well, I mean, he didn't get the DC universe the way he wanted to, so he's certainly not all powerful.
No. Red says, why not just use Christopher Judge? The man was TLC for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, really. I had said that we were talking about this the other day, and I said, oh, this is an interesting one because talking about the Hercules thing, Hercules, the Dwayne Johnson one, came out the same year. It was it was like the disaster movies, right? Like, oh, we got 2 asteroid gonna hit the Earth movies.
Yeah.
Well, when Dwayne Johnson's Hercules came out, another Hercules movie came out. This one starring Kellen Lutz. Kellen Lutz from the Twilight.
Was that the one with the centaurs?
It might have been, but it was a much different take.
Yeah.
And Kellen Lutz, as you may recall, at one time was in the running for He-Man. So there are other people out there that can do it. Do I think that God of War is ripe for the movie treatment? Oh yeah. Yeah. It was the reason why I kept my PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Because the last God of War for that generation was only on PlayStation 2. So, by the way, it's only ever been a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah.
So, since I leapt over to the Xbox, I've missed out on the most recent one. So,
Zach Jacobs says, no, too much of the Rock.
Too much Rock.
And Red says, TLC from Stargate. He's also the voice in the new games.
Right.
True.
Right. Did I tell you the Dwayne Johnson joke that I heard the other day?
You told me, but you should tell our viewers because it's a good one.
It's kind of goofy. My wife watches a lot of Facebook reels, and there's this influencer who's and her husband who might as well be, if he's not a comedian, he should be, because she's like telling this joke. She's like, I met Dwayne Johnson, and I slapped him on the bum, and he's like, oh, you hit rock bottom. And then she's like, stop stealing my punchline. Hit rock bottom. Yeah, okay, it was bad. I'm sorry.
That's good. But apparently last year he did announce that he would be starring in a new live action video game adaptation.
Oh.
And in his own words, he'd be bringing one of the biggest, most badass games to the screen.
Well, that is big.
There was no.
It is big,
no
and it is
detail.
badass.
But
I like The Rock. I don't like him in everything. In fact, I think he's actually better at action comedy.
That's definitely his forte.
For sure it is. The Rundown is still one of the best
It's
movies
awesome.
he's ever been in.
But here's the thing. Amazon is currently working on a live action God of War.
Oh.
To come to Amazon Prime.
Well,
so
that'll be interesting then. So at this point, are we calling this just like rumor?
I would say this is rumor, yes.
Okay.
Because like Red said, many fans are vocally supporting the idea of having Christopher Judge step into it.
Right.
But the creator of the franchise of God of War has basically said he has never heard anything about this.
Interesting.
Cory Barlog.
Interesting. I have literally never heard anything about this. Wow.
So you'd think the creator of the franchise would be like privy to that sort of detail?
I would think so.
Facebook user says The Rock is becoming overrated.
The Rock is becoming overrated. Well, we could have an entire show just talking about that.
We could. But at the same time, like he's in his peak prime right now, right? So you want to make as much money as
he's definitely I mean he's managed to stay relevant. The whole DC thing though just kind of soured my the star, or it's not as shiny anymore. Red says overexposure is a thing. I love Dwayne, but there is room at the top for more people. For sure there is. For sure.
Like you go back to the 80s with your action stars, there was always room for Arnold and Jean-Claude Van Damme and Bruce Willis and Sylvester Stallone.
Funny you funny you should say that, because there's the Stallone documentary that just came out where they actually talk about that, and Arnold makes a point to say, like, at the height of their action movie dumb, essentially they would just try to outdo each other. So it was like, oh, Sly killed 50 people, I gotta kill 100, and
Well, there's that one scene in Twins where Arnold walks past the movie theater and you see the first
oh
blood
yeah
poster.
yeah it's cute, but I get the impression that there might have been some friction between them at some point.
There could have been, yeah.
It's all done now,
Yeah,
but
because the Expendables franchise. So.
interesting to sort of be a fly on that wall and look back and go, oh, was there really something going on back then?
Maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah. This new one, I don't know if it's official or still in rumor stage.
Okay.
But Taylor Swift might be playing the Dazzler in
I
Deadpool
did
3.
hear something about that. Now, has she got any acting?
Yeah, she was in that movie Cats.
Oh,
which is not well, but
you mean the one with
she's
James
got,
Corden?
I believe so.
Oh, and Judi Dench.
I think so.
Right.
I still haven't seen it myself, so
okay.
People say it's kind of weird to see her as a cat.
It didn't do very well.
Not that I heard.
It did not do very well.
No.
I don't know anybody who's seen it. I have not seen it. Have any of you guys out there in the world seen this movie, Cats?
Apparently, the Broadway was good, though.
Okay. Well, the Broadway musical was great. The film,
not so much.
Not so great. I guess I'm just curious to know, like,
is it because they didn't hire enough real cats to play cats? Humans taking cat roles. Come on.
I just want to know if Taylor Swift can act.
She probably can.
And I don't know if putting her in a tentpole franchise movie is the way to test that. But if you say she's already been in one movie, somebody must think she's got something going for her to want to cast her.
Well, Ryan Reynolds already teased an appearance from Swift in the threequel, so people are saying it wouldn't be a shock. But he's also said he wouldn't confirm it, but he is on record as saying, "Are you kidding me? I would do anything for that woman. She's a genius."
Oh, wow.
And he noted that to Entertainment Tonight last year.
That's interesting.
So,
wait a minute. I'm sorry. You have to put that comment up because
what?
Red says, too many digital cat buttholes, not a joke.
Really?
For real?
Like,
ew.
What the hell? What the hell, Hollywood?
So, like, that's like one step away from like your cat sitting in the corner licking itself. You know what I mean? Like,
that was probably in the movie too.
And not the paw.
No, the leg one up.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, enough about that.
Yeah. So this one we're wishing well wishes out here though, because the creator of Bone, Jeff Smith, had to cancel the remainder of his book tour after suffering a cardiac arrest.
Oh no! But he's okay.
Oh no! Red says that happens too.
That happens too.
Yeah. But 63-year-old creator of Bone has suffered this last weekend, forcing him to cancel the rest of his book tour.
Okay.
He's been on tour since February.
Oh, wow.
With his new book, his new collection, Tukey.
Yeah.
And, but his recovery will be long enough that the rest of this year is off the table.
All right.
Kathleen Glosson from Cartoon Books, the publishing house, released a statement saying, to all our friends and fans, Jeff Smith is recuperating from cardiac arrest, which he suffered on Sunday. There will be a long road to recovery, so regrettably, we must cancel the remainder of his book tour this year. Our apologies to his fans who were coming to see him at, and she goes on to list a whole bunch of conventions and whatnot, and then finishes with, we hope this is just a bump in the road and that Jeff will see you all next year.
Okay.
Thank you for your support and understanding at this time.
Well, speedy recovery, sir.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not sidelined for too long.
Yeah.
This next one came to us from Hank. He let us know about this one. Is this possibly the best headline ever?
Okay. Wait a minute.
NASA's New Horizons will investigate Uranus from the rear. Neptune 2. Here's how you can help.
Wash your hands. Oh my gosh. Wait. NASA's New Horizons will investigate Uranus from the rear. Neptune 2.
Yep.
Oh man, that's wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
So apparently there is like legitimate stuff to this. They are asking folks with telescopes that have, I think, 16-inch or larger apertures to help them with it. And what they're trying to do is figure out why Uranus has lost all its heat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't not laugh every time you say it, right?
Kimberly says, only if there's fudge.
Only if there's fudge. Oh, I love it. I've been to Uranus. I had my fudge packed in Uranus. Uranus, Illinois.
Oh, that's terrible. But yeah, so they've got the New Horizons telescope out there, which is already past Uranus and Neptune. So what they're doing is spinning it around to look at it back this way, and with help of the Hubble Space Telescope, and any amateur astronomers, they're hoping that it'll get like a nice round round view of the whole thing.
Rod, that's about on par with the billboard in Uranus, Missouri. Sorry, that's right. I incorrectly said Uranus, Illinois. I did mean to say Uranus, Missouri. My wife, Kim, who made the earlier comment, on our road trip to Branson, on the way back to Canada, we saw the signs and we're like, we got to stop there. We got to stop at the Uranus Fudge Factory, which was like one of the coolest roadside attractions that I've ever seen. So if you ever have a chance, if you're driving down Route 66 through Missouri and you get to Uranus, you must visit the Uranus Fudge Factory.
Okay.
That's right.
Go get your fudge packed.
In Uranus.
So this next one, this is truly the end of an era.
Okay.
Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario.
I just read
stepping
this.
away from the role.
So apparently, did you get the part where Nintendo has said that he's going to be an ambassador? What does that mean? What does that even mean?
That means he can still do all of the convention circuit and still be like, hey, I was the voice of Mario.
I don't think I need
just
an
won't
endorsement.
Won't have to record anymore for it.
I don't think that you would need the endorsement from Nintendo to go around and say, I was the voice of, like,
no, the dude's been the voice for ever.
There's got to be something more to it. I don't know what it is. I'm curious, but hey,
he's getting up there.
Mario ambassador. Right? Well, yeah.
And he's been the character since 1991.
91. So going back as far as, now I saw this in a video last night. The first main was Mario 64, but there was a game before that, and it was like an instructional typing thing. Mario Type. Don't quote me on that. Somebody should fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure it was a Mario Type thing, which was the first use of his voice as Mario.
Neat.
Yeah.
Coming in from Rod, it says, my wife says it's pretty good.
Can confirm it was pretty good.
Nice. This next one's kind of local-ish to us, or at least Ontario-wise. Have you seen the new street art in Toronto?
Only because you sent me a picture earlier.
Yeah. The latest work from D Terra, titled "Run Ford Run," went up in Graffiti Alley a couple of days ago.
Yeah, a couple of bags.
It pretty much echoes the opinions of many Ontarians how they figure Doug Ford is currently doing.
Not too far from the truth there, is it? Yeah. Oh, Red, fact check me. He's got it. Mario teaches typing is how I learned to type. Legit. Okay, so yeah, that, if I recall correctly, is the first use of the voice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah, I thought this was kind of funny. It's decent work too. Like,
certainly the art.
There's no mistaking.
Oh yeah, you know exactly who that is. Yeah. Mind you, do I think that I couldn't run to save my life, and I don't think Rob Ford can either.
Yeah. Doug Ford.
Rob Ford can't. Sorry, that's right.
No, he's not running nowhere.
Oh no, he's not. Sorry.
Too soon.
Talk about really. His brother, Dougie. Maybe that's all his buck of beer money. I don't know.
Maybe he's about to like spread it around for childcare. Just
yeah, and all the stuff. That's all the money that he cut from education.
Yeah. Boy,
we could keep going on that one all night too.
We could. Let's go to another Canadian though.
Sure.
Edge is back in Hollywood.
Oh, right. Yeah, this is
And
interesting.
He has joined the Percy Jackson cast for the upcoming Disney Plus show, Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
My wife is a fan of the Percy Jackson films, and I've seen bits and pieces of them. They look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um,
This is him, a
I'm
first
interested.
look of him playing Ares.
the God of War.
Yeah,
That's God of War twice in two different ways.
true.
Why not get Edge to play the God of War?
I don't know. I don't know if he'd want to shave his head fully.
He's got short hair there. I don't think that's pulled back.
No, he's definitely
Looks like
short
it's
hair.
definitely short.
But you got to wait a couple months for this one. The series is set to premiere December 20th on Disney Plus.
Great, so it won't interfere with Ahsoka.
That's right. But rumors are swirling right now about Edge because apparently this
Why?
past Thursday, after SmackDown went off the air, he picked up the mic and said, it's been a pleasure performing for you. This will be my last time performing for you here.
Oh,
Implying
boy.
that his contract with WWE
Oh,
has come to
boy.
an end. And rumors are swirling.
He's going to the AEW.
He's going to AEW.
Yeah. I think I read something about that as well.
So he might be like some surprise announcement for All In at Wembley Stadium, which would be cool.
At least they don't do something stupid like, we're going to bring him in as a guest referee.
Yeah.
There's your introduction.
Yeah.
No.
So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, he's going to be in Percy Jackson, and I don't know
that's cool.
how involved he's going to be. If it's like just a one shot, or
Yeah.
because apparently like they go through the whole franchise in this particular series. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Okay,
it's not
well,
just one volume of it. They're going to go.
That's cool.
Series.
I'm interested.
Fans of The Mandalorian.
I am one.
Yeah. Well, you can finally
that's
bring it home.
right. That's right. Coming to physical media,
Yes.
seasons 1 and 2.
With discs included, unlike that other fiasco where he just bought a steel book.
Well, and a download code
Yeah.
or what was it? Ultraviolet
Something
code?
like that, yeah.
whatever the thing was. So fans of physical media, this is right up your alley, I would think.
Yeah.
Getting this, what's 4K Blu-ray?
4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray.
That's going to be pretty cool. Now, for me, it's always been about the features,
Yes.
the special features. I would be very interested to know what kind of extras are they going to include on it that we didn't get from the Disney Plus, from the making of episodes, the gallery episodes, I should say.
Well, you're going to get your steelbook packaging, which is nice. But they're saying that both sets will come packed with new extras and surprises, including original box art by Attila Szarka,
Cool.
concept art cards, and never before seen featurettes. So behind the scenes stuff
Sure.
should be good.
That's cool. Red, why you know VHS, Mando? Dead media lives, I suppose.
I guess you could transfer it to VHS.
I mean, if you can find a VCR that works.
I got one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are you still using it?
No.
Ah, there you go. What's Zach's gonna say? We are getting this for sure. Just got The Last of Us on 4K Blu-ray a couple weeks ago. Oh, that's
saw
cool.
that came out.
That's cool.
Yeah, they have it at GameStop of all places.
I bought that. I told you I bought that. I made my decision. I bought a new Xbox. It just so happens to be a 4K Blu-ray player.
Oh.
I'm like, do I need to get a 4K Blu-ray just to see what it looks like?
With your TV, I would say so.
I'd start that whole thing all over again. I just downsized my movie collection.
It's time to go back
Yeah.
to the future. Speaking of the future, new universe awaits on Netflix starting December 22nd.
Oh, I am so excited for this.
Yeah. Rebel Moon dropped a trailer today.
This is the Zack Snyder sci-fi project that was originally pitched to Lucasfilm as a Star Wars movie, and they said no.
Yep.
So
You watch the trailer, and there is no mistaking the Zack Snyder feel.
right.
But it also feels a lot like Gladiator.
Yeah, you were saying that earlier today.
Like there's a few scenes that might as well be right out of Gladiator, like the hand running across the wheat.
Nice.
Except it's like a robot hand.
Sure.
But
I'm super stoked. And I was saying to Hank earlier today, I said, and every Star Wars fan, knowing that this was pitched as a Star Wars movie, we're all going to be watching it through the lens of what if.
yeah,
And I
Well, there's a thing here in the trailer. You're not going to have to what if very long
sure.
because it looks
Well,
like there's somebody using a variant of
I
a
mean,
lightsaber.
you can't call them lightsaber. You can
No.
call them whatever you want, but
Light swords.
sure. So there's your evil, your BBEG, I guess.
Yeah.
Big bad evil.
But like they've
person.
got aliens, they got creatures, they've got spider people.
As they should. Any good.
It's a wide swath of characters you can see in this trailer.
These big films and to some degree these big television projects that spend time and effort on the world building just make it that much more immersive.
Yeah.
So I very much appreciate that kind of stuff. I mean, look at the detail that we analyze all of our the way that we microscopically review our Star Wars content. This stuff makes me go, oh yes, I can get behind this. I'm very, very interested.
Yeah. They had a little bit of a write-up on the video. It says, when a peaceful colony on the edge of the galaxy finds itself threatened by the armies of a tyrannical ruling force, kind of like the Empire.
Yep.
Cora, played by Sofia Boutella, a mysterious stranger living among the villagers, becomes their best hope for survival.
Cool.
Tasked with finding trained fighters who will unite with her in making an impossible stand against the Mother World, Cora assembles a small band of warriors, outsiders, insurgents, peasants, and orphans of war from different worlds who share a common need for redemption and revenge. As the shadow of the entire realm bears down on the unlikeliest of moons, a battle over the fate of the galaxy is waged, and in the process, a new army of heroes is formed. The trailer looks awesome.
So excited for this. I've been aware of this for a few months now. And so I've been very eagerly awaiting this. Not too eagerly to the point where it's like, oh, I can't wait for this to come out. But like, I can't wait for this to come out.
Yeah. We got to wait a couple months. Apparently, part 1, A Child of Fire, comes out December 22nd, 2023.
Okay.
And then you got to wait again. Part 2, The Scar Giver, comes out April 19th, 2024.
Well, that's not too far.
It's not too far, but
now is it going to be? It's streaming, so I this is me being completely presumptuous, but like part 1, do you think it's going to be that 8 to 10 episodes, 6 to 10 episodes, maybe?
Isn't it going to be a movie?
Oh, sorry, you're right. It is a film.
It's probably going to be like a 4 to 4.
Why did I think of this? I'm suddenly thinking streaming series, but no, you're right.
It's
going to be like it's going to be like Dune, right? So yeah, that's cool.
We've linked the trailer in the show notes, so you can go check that out.
How did I go from movie to streaming service or streaming series?
Streaming.
I guess, yeah.
I guess we should put out the last call for last call.
Last call for last call.
If
you've got an entertainment or a pop culture headline that got your attention this week that we didn't cover, now's your time to bring it up. You can.
I think I only got one slide left.
Oh, and here it comes. Here we go. One. Hello, you're live on Fandom Power with Andy and Wes.
Well, hello, boys. How's it going?
Very good. Is this Red Swenson?
It indeed is.
All the way from YouTube to here live on the show. What's going on tonight, Red?
Not much. I just wanted to chime in. You're talking about Rebel Moon here.
Rebel Moon!
Was actually brought up. That trailer was premiered at Gamescom of all places.
Really?
And it was mentioned that they're going to be producing a game in the universe of this movie.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Now, was there any details? Is it going to be like, because you know me, I want open world kind of RPG-ish, go everywhere, do everything, find all the stuff, kill all the bad guys, deep story, lots of conversation options. I want all that. What do you think?
They didn't really announce any big details, just that he's going to be working with Super Evil Megacorp to produce this game.
What, Microsoft?
And no, the name of the company is actually Super Evil Megacorp.
I was like, what? Microsoft or Walmart?
And the game is going to be set. Yeah, the game is going to be set just after the events of both movies.
Okay.
So, and apparently it's going to be co-op.
Oh, very cool. Very
cool.
Also
very interesting.
So basically what has to happen is I need to get my that what's there's the new Star Wars game coming out with the not Underworld. What the hell is it? It's essentially you're playing a criminal. So that's got to come out.
Oh, that one with the Wookiee and
with the female protagonist with
yeah.
the it looks like a cat thing that she
yeah
slings around. That's got to happen. Well, I will definitely be on board for this. Are you going to be tuning into Rebel Moon when it comes out in December?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you going to
100%.
be recording it on VCR?
That's right.
No, that was more a commentary on you guys are old and DVDs are dead. But
now, wait a minute. I have it on. I have it on record. I have it on record, and here it is. You called us children, and I agree with you. We absolutely are children, and as children, we grew up with VHS.
All right. I remember.
Children of the Force.
Children of the Beard.
But yeah, I just wanted to mention that, and that Gamescom's still a thing now that E3 is dead.
I was going to say, yeah,
Gamescom is basically the biggest.
No E3 anymore.
Biggest of its ilk.
Yeah.
So
very interesting.
Lots of interesting video game announcements in the next week.
Well, so the big one for me, if we want to stick with video games for a second, Starfield for folks who game on Xbox and PC is coming out here next month, but it's already available for pre-download. Do
you get all of it or just like the first couple levels?
It depends on, so it's a big open world space thing, right? It's huge, big open galaxy, open world. I guess that's still the term, is open world.
Yeah. Open world, yeah.
But essentially the game is so big that this is the funny thing, that these pre-downloads, because all games on modern consoles require full downloads, they are allowing you to basically do a partial install so that on the day that the thing goes live, you can play it immediately, as opposed to all the guys who wait for it and like, oh, this will be downloaded in 17, 20 hours.
Yeah.
Don't want to crash the servers on the first day if you don't have to.
Don't quote me on this, but I believe that the pre-order folks, it's playable. It might even be right now, because I think they're getting 5-day early access depending on which version you bought. What's Zach saying? Oh yeah, over 120 gigs. Yeah, it's big. Like, it's so big that I'm probably gonna delete. I'm probably gonna delete a game off my Xbox to support this one. Probably gonna get rid of.
And there, the physical media bonus rears its head.
The thing is, you still. Here's the thing: you still have to fully install the game, whether you have a disc or not. Well, that's just
my Super Nintendo. I just pop in a cartridge and we go.
Okay, I will walk back all those comments in terms of cartridges, because I still love the cartridges, but the discs are dead.
My PS2 and PS3 still work.
There's
no online interaction, but
that's your
Capcom versus Marvel.
That's true. Well, listen, Red, really enjoyed talking about Rebel Moon with you. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we move on?
No, man. Just try not to get so lost in Ahsoka that you miss all the other stuff that comes out.
Listen, I've got an hour. We all have an hour and 3 minutes to wrap this live stream up, because whether we're streaming or not, Andy will be sitting here by himself, because at 8:58, I'm going out to the other room with my popcorn, and I am going to be planting my butt. Man, I'll be doing that for tonight. All right, man. Thanks a lot for calling. Dudes. Always enjoy chatting with you. We'll look forward to talking to you again sometime soon.
Nighty-night.
Thanks,
lads.
Bye-bye. All right. Zach, here we go again.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that brings us to our last one.
Okay, what is it?
Toy hunting.
My God, of course it is.
Yep.
It is that time again. Andy out there in the aisles hunting for all of us.
So this week, not new, because they've been out for quite a while.
Well, new to Dollarama.
Spin Master DC 4-inch action figures are popping up for $5 each. They regularly retail for $9.97 at Walmart.
Remember when we heard that Mattel had lost the master license for DC?
Yes.
And we all were like, Spin Master?
Yeah.
Funny, I've not seen any of the McFarlane DC stuff show up at Dollarama. Is this any indication of how well this stuff was selling at retail?
I would say so. They're
Yeah, I
definitely
would think so
above
as well.
price point at this point because I bought a Joker and it did not function.
Is
well
this
out of the box.
line still going? Is this an active line right
I
now?
think
Is
so.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
So these figures, we got Superman.
Superman, Batman, a bunch of Batmans,
Wow.
the Joker, and then there's a whole host of other ones, but I don't know if they're going to show up yet because they're a lot rarer.
Are these early waves?
Yeah, this is first series.
So there you go. So
Yeah.
I mean, and that I remember that was on the pegs. What a
You
year?
could probably
a year
still
ago?
find some
Yeah,
on the peg
yeah,
at Walmart.
yeah. But did they not come out like about a year ago?
If not a bit longer.
Longer than that. Okay, so
Yeah.
okay.
But
Speaking of McFarlane and Dollarama,
McFarlane Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Stick my foot in my mouth as I say that. Well, there you go. Yeah. Not seeing McFarlane and Dollarama. Well,
yeah, you are. They're going for $5 a piece, and they regularly retail for $19.97 and up. So
that's interesting.
Fans of the Dave Filoni era, get your figures.
I didn't even realize that McFarlane had a license for this.
Yeah,
interesting. Wow. Is that it for Dollarama?
Yeah, that's all we got for.
Cool.
All we got for this week.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, where are we at here now? It's wow, almost 2 solid hours.
Yeah.
Wow, it was a long one tonight.
One.
Listen, everybody, as I said before, it is the premiere of Ahsoka tonight on Disney Plus, and that is a great way to segue right into come back and hang out with us on Sunday night. Hank will be back with us, and we are going to bust down the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka in the way that we do here on Fandom Power, which is deep dive, long format, ridiculously rude amounts of detail. Right up the alley for all of our audio only fans. But yeah, super looking forward to that. Really love the idea that we get to watch, especially for us living in the Eastern time zone, that we actually get to talk about this in like almost real time. Like I could potentially be texting you as I'm watching it going, oh, did you see that? And not at 3:00 in the morning. So I'm looking forward to that. For those of you who do follow along with our Star Wars review series, would love to hear from you, whether it's through our social media or if you send us an email to fandompower3@gmail.com. Would you be interested in Fandom Power live streaming watch party for a future episode? Let us know. I'd like to kick that idea around, and even if you don't, I might do it anyway, but still would love to hear from you guys what you think about watch parties. Anything for you, Andy, before we get going?
No, that's all we got.
All right, so you know where we're going to be Sunday night if Ahsoka is not your thing, if Star Wars is not your thing, and you want to come back and hang out as we banter and act like children again next week. Come back for our next episode of Random Fandom right here on Fandom Power next Tuesday night. And until then, everybody, for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we will see you on the next one. And bye for now.